off we go then.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Now it's Forlan. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Bullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pressing hard. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's got the beating of his... Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. Vinicius Junior! Barcelona are looking to go forward now. No way through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Shifted upfield. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Gattuso. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Nesta calmly anticipates. So Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Bullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Bullet. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pelé. Xavi. Now he's got space here. That has not gone well. Vieira. And here's Forlan. Now it's Pelé. Van Dijk cuts it out. Van Dijk tidy with his distribution. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that could set him on his way.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Lahm. Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press.
Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Ball's gone out of play. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que la zona oficial del estadio está abierta entre semana y en días de partido.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He is through here. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Jordi Alba. Now it's Pelé.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? Oh, delightful ball. Oh, he's been caught now. Goes for a shot! Goal! And we have liftoff.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Foot in. Can he get on the end of this?
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Forlan. It's Forlan! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Kaká. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to play it through.
Kosovo always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Vieira. Kaká.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pelé. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jordi Alba. And he has been fouled there. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's on it, can he get away? And the shot! And a neat finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, what? Pelé! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nedved does well not to be outdone there. And the shot's on here. Decent chance! comeback is complete. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Forlan demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Chips it through. Xavi. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Vieira. Now it's Forlan. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be one.
Now it's Pele, pinches it off him. Thuram. He's a sharp little ball here. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seats. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy.
Inform you that today's match
so we reached the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Barcelona are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So off we go again. And the pass is intercepted. And he cuts out the supply. Xavi. Now it's Forlan.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Pele. And it's been played through. Kaká. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Forlan. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nesta. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get it through? Pass is just off target. Lahm. Here's Cannavaro. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged. There could be danger here. Jordi Alba. Vieira. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's an excellent interception.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
"60 minutes played. Now it's Pele. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has not gone well. Vieira. And this is Forlan. Now it's Rui Costa. He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely, now then. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Desailly, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh no, this does not look good.
Kosovo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, that's fabulous. He's free, he has got space. There's the shot! And that's a good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the and Hullet! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Jordi Alba. Rui Costa. Hullet. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! Off the post! Xavi. Kosovo have got it back and they'll have another go. Lahm. And it's Forlan. Played down the flank. Kaká providing an outlet on that flank. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Forlan, and he's had it nicked away. And it's Nedved. And this is Pele! And he's been shifted off it. Tries to pass it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Cannavaro. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Pele. Hullet. Out of play for a goal kick. Vieira. For Xavi. Cannavaro. Now it's Forlan.
There will be 1 minute.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Nesta makes the interception. Pele. Not the most convincing of passes. And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away or not.
And the shot! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Forlan.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now he's running away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pelé. And here's Forlan. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely weighted ball. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Marcelo. Well, they can break here, and it's Marcelo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's forced to go back. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rui Costa. So what can they make of this? Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for the run. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Forlan. Lovely bit of skill. Rui Costa. No foul, says the referee. Hazard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And the counter is on. Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rijkaard. Xavi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Plays the return pass. Pelé. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Xavi. Passing nice and neat. Gabriel with a fine tackle.
Really well played. He read that perfectly. Bern really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Chance for a shot! Forlan gets flagged offside. Now it's Pelé. And he welcomes it in. Bruno Fernandes promptly onto that, and that is that. Goes for a shot! And it's in! Barcelona are back in business. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Number 4.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Xavi. Rui Costa. Nesta. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele stood his ground strongly. Vieira. Valverde, renowned for his long-range shooting. Rui Costa. Xavi. Can he spark a counter here? Vieira.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nuno Mendes. Lam. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Pelé. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Ibrahimovic. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he was quick to react. Lam.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Forlan being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
This is Dembele.
Bern really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Oh, really well played.
It's Dembele! And that's a tiny finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Vieira.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
No way through. Pepe is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Lam kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pelé. Vieira. Now it's Dembele. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's fabulous. Bruno Fernandes with the delivery. And straight back out.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Hops for safety. Lahm. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Oh, nice touch. He is through here. Lovely feet. And he's gone backward here. Now it's Forlan. There's the shot! And how did he not put that away?
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitution on the field.
And we have our very first corner.
Ibrahimovic. Number 21, Federico Valverde. Number 10, Hazard.
Good-looking ball.
Number 8.
And now
Bruno
a sudden
Fernandes.
chance to counter.
Coming on the field. Number
He's found
11,
space here.
Bale.
Might want to be
Number
careful
28,
there.
Frank Lampard. Number 20, Francesco Totti. Number 14, Schneider. Substitutions taking
Here's
place.
Schneider. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. Marcelo does well not to be outdone there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Schneider. Oh, it's a great ball here. Totti, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now it's Dembele. And here's Bale. And he's been shifted off it. They'll have to settle for that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, this looks sharp. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! He's delivered all right! And Saudi Arabia take the lead! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 19.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Konate. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been played through.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, great shot! He's having a hit! And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And this is just about within shooting range. Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Saudi Arabia find a position of... Goes for a shot! It's a goal! So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So could they be onto something here? Now it's Forlan. Yamal. Goulet. Son Heung-min. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Son Heung-min! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find the net.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Looking to play him in. Oh, it's Forlan! It's a goal! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So now the difference is 3. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Cruyff. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen! No, not quite.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Saudi Arabia heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And here's Cruyff. Richards did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, well played. And it's been hooked away. Roulet. Looking for options for movement. That is a great pick out. Raya gets it clear. Caicedo. And he's forced to go back. Richards.
2 added minutes.
It's a
have been
sharp little
indicated.
ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chance for a shot! And it's in! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Oh, great chance! Oh, good finish! Simplicity itself.
Well,
And that is indeed the final act.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to come off. It's incredible stuff.
Saudi Arabia leading by 3, and normally that would do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game. And we are back underway. And here's Cruyff. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Roberto Carlos. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cardoso. That ball looks a good one. And he's there to belt it away. Ah, he's given it away! Now it's Cruyff. That's been slipped through. He is through here! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty! Saudi Arabia present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The keeper doing his best to put him off. One back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Osimhen might just make this. Mosquera kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Caicedo. Forlan being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful.
And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, shoots! And he's stuck it away! Well, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Saudi Arabia visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on...
Has another go! Well taken goal. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And here's Cruyff. And they're quick to get it. And Cruyff! He's got a goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Mosquera tries to clear. Roulet. So what can they make of this? And here's Osimhen. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lahm. Forlan. And Nkapie. Oh, good-looking ball. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great vision. Raya claims comfortably. And here's Forlan. And it's Lahm. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Parla, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Cardoso. Parla. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cruyff. Nkapie does really well to win the ball there. Parla. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Cruyff. Steaming on. Judge, surely! Now that's well seen too. And back to the keeper they go. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Forlan! And that should get the job done. Osimhen tries to play it through. That looks a good ball through. He's got away. He's free. He has got space. Turkey with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's made its way to him. Lovely bit of skill. Very nicely done. And he whips it in. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, Son, is one of the quickest players around at this level, and he uses it to great effect. His willingness to run at and beyond defences just adds to that raw pace, and it'll mean he'll always be a threat here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Cruyff. Parla. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's had a shot! Goal! And Saudi Arabia take the lead. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Saudi Arabia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Parla. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He is through. Great chance! It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Parla. Oosterwolde producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's only too happy to take that back. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Mosquera. Incapuyi. Parla. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zakaria. Son Heung-min is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. That is lovely. And this is Cruyff. Caicedo. Cardoso. Saudi Arabia are looking to break at pace.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Oh, super find. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And here's Forlan, Parla. Lahm. A header! Off the post! Saudi Arabia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Son Heung-min. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Passes coming off in quick succession here. This looks promising. Koundé could move up a gear here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cardoso. Robinson. Cardoso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Parla is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Son Heung-min. Lahm. Parla. Caicedo calmly, and that's it, 45 minutes up. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Saudi Arabia firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. The second half is up and running. Nice interception, well timed. Son Heung-min and Rivaldo. That's a sharp pass. Rivaldo. This is a promising build-up. Osimhen! And that's a sharp finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Forlan. Well, that looks a decent ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pass somewhat off target. Nice sequence of passes, this. Son Heung-min. They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Son Heung-min. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Son Heung-min is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Parla. Roulet. Oosterwolde makes the interception.
The attendance for this match was 81,000.
Mosquera kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's chosen to go back. Zakaria looking to pass their way up the pitch. Shot a goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Turkey are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Robinson stood up well to him there. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Robinson. He's looking wide. Oh, easy pickings there. Saudi Arabia are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. An opportunity then to pull clear here.
Fallen! That was travelling.
Substitution for Turkey, number 94.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Rivaldo. Coming on the field, number 20.
Pulisic. This is a promising build-up.
Number 15.
Saudi Arabia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, this is a great position. Turkey needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And this is Forlan. He's having a pop! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And he's gone backward here. Pulisic. Roulet. And he was quick to react. And here's Osimhen. Great vision. Now it's Yamal.
There's the shot! It's in! Just 1 in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Turkey cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Turkey really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain...
Decent chance! And it's in! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
4 added minutes
Saudi
has been
Arabia
indicated.
have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Sané. 4 extra minutes added on. Pulisic. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Sané. Osimhen.
Is there any support? He is having a shot! And a neat finish! Deep into injury time! And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game
after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
And a quick announcement today.
Forlan claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Saudi Arabia.
Really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Played in by Roberto Carlos. He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Rui Costa. Rui Costa. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
Oh, no, what has happened here? Xavi. And it's Lahm to Rui Costa. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. And it's Rui Costa. And he was quick to react.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Xavi makes the interception. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. And this is Hullet. That has not gone well. Rui Costa. It's Rui Costa. Forlan. Great, takes a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack.
And there's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Sneijder actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Opts to... Great chance! And he's heaved it away. Roberto Carlos. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Rui Costa. Oh, well measured. He has found the way through. Spread to the right. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's made its way to him. Nuno Mendes. Vieira. Rui Costa. And it's Xavi. That looks a good ball through. There's the shot! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? Thuram lays it forward. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Lahm tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos to Hazard. Cools. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Pelé. Little pass back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Torres. It's a pretty loose pass. Rui Costa. This is a promising build-up. Rui Costa. Look at the space. Tries a shot! Barcelona have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And this could be the final action of the first half. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end, but it has to be said neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we are back underway. And he's intervened well there. So what can they make of this? Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's a sharp little ball here. Just a kick. Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Barcelona with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Torres.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Out towards the flank, showing good feet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Seedorf did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's Rui Costa. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Can he finish? It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And yes, it's him again. So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Rui Costa. Xavi. Rui Costa. Now it's Pele. Schneider.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That pass has been well intercepted. Xavi. And it's Mendes. He's under a lot of pressure there. Cools. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Forlan. And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona palpably stronger, better, superior. And he's managed to get... Chance for a shot! He's kept it out, just.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 2 then.
Hazard. El dorsal 19. El dorsal 11.
Xavi, who's short.
Roberto Carlos.
Now it's Xavi.
El dorsal 8. Sidor.
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
El dorsal 21.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
El dorsal 5.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nice sequence of passes, this. And a chance! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Xavi plays it short. Oh, nice touch. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Lahm. Forlan. And the shot! And he's stuck it away. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way.
Olise! Oh, terrific save. Barcelona have their second corner now. Van Dijk gets it away. It's a great leap! And he couldn't keep it down. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Forlan, just eases him off the ball. Now the less said about that pass, the better. Lahm. Ball played for Xavi. Rui Costa. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Denilson. Serginho. Denilson. Lahm. And it's Cannavaro for Xavi. 5 minutes to add. Goes for the shot! Pulled out the best in the keeper. And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Pelé voted man of the match and... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at...
Chance, surely! Oh, there's a probing ball. Lahm
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's a sharp pass. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
Now he's
And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vieira. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Rui Costa. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there.
He's got away. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has.
Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Nuno Mendes is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Now it's Pelé. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0. Oh, he's been caught napping. He is through here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Xavi. Rui Costa. To Lahm. Cannavaro. Xavi. Vieira. And they are prompt with their pressing. Now it's Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Distributed tidily. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Vieira. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. It's Rui Costa. Rui Costa. Nuno Mendes. And this is Pelé. Goes for a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Vieira. Rui Costa. And it's Vieira. Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Stam. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rui Costa. For Lahm. Cannavaro. Now Van Dijk. Rui Costa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Mendes gets into a good position.
Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Forlan! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place.
He's in one-on-one, shapes to shoot! Big moment, massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way.
Pele, he's... Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Rui Costa. Now it's Forlan, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dink through. Look at the space here. Lahm. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. And that is a little undercooked. It's just beyond his reach. He can run onto that. And this is Pele! Pele! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Lahm. Zanetti. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Rui Costa. Oh, no joy this time. De Gea sends that a long way. Looking to play him in. And he plays one through. Cannavaro. Lahm. And it's Cannavaro. Vieira. Now it's Forlan. Xavi. Pele. Vieira. Great ball if he can get there. He's in a good position here. And a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Dani Olmo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Jordi Alba gets into a good position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Xavi. Rui Costa. Xavi. Now that looks a decent ball. He's gone direct here. That's been cut out, well played. Back towards the middle. Cannavaro. Vieira. Now it's Pele. That's a shade optimistic. Baresi clears without hesitation. Jordi Alba has it in a wide position. Oh, great leap! Forlan is flagged offside. Lahm. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Forlan, he's cut it out. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
This might spell danger. Now it's Gullit. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Threads one in. Well read, nice interception. Jordi Alba. Vieira. Can he get on the end of this? Xavi. Rui Costa. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Azar.
That's going in strongly.
Xavi. Now it's Forlan. He's got away. Lahm. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Showing good feet. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's the end of the first 45. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Barcelona looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. Now it's Forlan, and it's Lahm. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Beckham. Dani Olmo. And Zanetti. Looking for options for movement. And he's certainly onside here. Elects to cross. Jordi Alba is one whose deliveries we all know about. Xavi. And he is deftly away. Van Bouten gets a foot in here. Rijkaard. Serginho. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Oh, that's neat. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Has a look and plays it forward. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Serginho. And here's Hullet. Knocks it out wide. And that's a good ball. And the finish! And it's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And this is Forlan. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Pelé! Oh, that could be pivotal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Van Dijk. For Xavi. Lahm. It's Rui Costa. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pelé goes for a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rui Costa. Pelé, that's destined for the flank. He has found the way through. Zanetti proves too strong. He can run onto that. He's being urged to shoot. There's the shot! Well taken goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So could they be onto something here? Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Rui Costa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And they can counter here. Rijkaard. And it's Lopez. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking for a runner. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
Quando l'uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
No, that was never going to make it. There will be 4 extra minutes. Lopez. Vieira. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. Looking for the run. He's found space here. Baresi. Beckham. Played out to the left flank.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cannavaro concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And this is Paulette. A lot of space ahead of him. And this is Neymar. Lahm. And that is that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Xavi totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, Peter, it's so good to see everyone show the appreciation that's fully deserved. Although I'm sure he himself won't be thinking about that. All he'll be thinking about will be making sure that he ends up on the winning side here.
Shifted it to the flank. That's an excellent interception. Lahm cuts it out. And it's Lahm looking to play him in. Bruno Fernandes. Vieira. Nuno Mendes. That's Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Kane. And it's Mendes. Pelé. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's Fulham! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. Nuno Mendes. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Xavi. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. No, that's been intercepted. And this is Kane. Bruno Fernandes. Reinders. And here's Kane. And it's Wirtz. Now it's Mbappe. Kane! And he's really put himself on the line here. Kane plays it short. In towards the back stick. Cannavaro with the clearance. Reinders is onto this. And a chance! Rui Costa is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's had it nicked away. And he can clear it away. And this is Forlan. Rui Costa. Nuno Mendes. He whips it across. And he's taking no chances there. Xavi. And here's Forlan. He's under a lot of pressure there. Little pass back. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, they've got it again. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Reinders. Wirtz. Vieira. Looking for options for movement, and that could set him on his way. And this, and the finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's picked it up out wide. Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Driving forward, threads one in, and he's worked it through. He's got away. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Reinders. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nicely weighted ball. There's the header! And no mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal stat.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Goes for a shot! And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
It's Kane! And he should have made them pay.
Kane deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option.
Pele, he's through. Pele!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, what a ball! Tries to play it through. Wan-Bissaka deals with that comfortably. Wirtz did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's made its way to him. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tries to dink it. Decent shot! And one more try! Oh, good finish! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 9.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Number 5.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Number 45.
The pass is intercepted. Bale,
Bale.
Forlan being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Number 12.
Now it's Osimhen.
Rabiot. Substitution.
He's intervened well there. Lahm. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Osimhen. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Zico is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. Reinders bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Zico. Ruben Dias wins the duel this time. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Zico. Rabiot.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Musiala. Oh, such a clever touch.
The Netherlands clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Zico. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Now it's Forlan. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Bale. Zico. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tries to pass it through. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Defending of the desperate variety. The final 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He has a look up. Rabiot. Musiala.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Yamal receives it in a good position here. And this is Bale.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ruben Dias. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's managed to get free. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Drama over the penalty spot. He can't put it away.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacked The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. He's had a shot! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So, a breakthrough already.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Hullet. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rui Costa. Pele. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0.
Rummenigge. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Pele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Pele, now it's Forlan. Barcelona currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Lahm has it in a wide position. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And this is Pele. Chance, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Cleared away. Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Azar. Robertson. And here's Forlan. Played out wide, and that was asking for too much.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18.
Azar.
Daniel Carvajal. Coming
a
on the
sharp
field
pass.
is number 9.
And it's Schneider. And it's Robertson. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rummenigge in acres of space out wide. Van Dijk is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Xavi. Vieira. Rui Costa. Forlan tries to play it through. Rijkaard. The ball has bounced loose now. Throw in. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Looking for options for movement, and he welcomes it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gullit. And he was alert to it. Picked out brilliant. There's the shot! He's got a goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs. This is the time you need that pace.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Applies the finish! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
It is now time for our special lottery.
Either side holding back here, it has been quite a half this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So straight into the second half. And this is Pelé. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rui Costa. And this is Rui Costa. And he's taking no chances there. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Schneider. Now it's Rui Costa. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Rui Costa surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Forlan, and it's Azar. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lahm carries the ball down the right.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pelé, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Almost an hour gone. Vieira. Rummenigge charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, he's been caught, shoots! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Vieira. Cannavaro. Rui Costa. Now it's Pelé, and this is Forlan. He's had it taken off him. Edmilson. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Schneider. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's a corner.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 10, Messi. Coming on to replace him is number
They've played it
13,
short.
Alvarez.
Now this could be a
Substitution.
chance. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Cruyff. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in. And a chance! And he hits the net! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Pete.
And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Manchester United leading now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Barcelona now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Great chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training.
Real chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Well, they've done the hard part, now
added
to
minute
survive
has
the
been
last few
indicated.
minutes.
But these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, terrible pass. And he shoots! It's a loose ball. Referee's given a throw. And there goes the final whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this...